Good morning, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila, and I'm going to be the host from this conversation. I am here with the guys today, only boys in the house today, and I am really pleasure to see you guys here. Before we start, this is a platform when you can practice French, Spanish, and English in a natural environment without a teacher, because I'm not a teacher here. I am a student as you guys, and we are here just to have a conversation. We have some questions, but this is not a rule. We don't need to follow all the questions, okay? This is just something to guide us to have this conversation. And we always start here presenting ourselves to the other, because this is the way that we can practice and be confident with this and break the ice at the beginning of the conversation, okay? So I would like to ask you, Marcelo, can you please start?
Oh, yes, of course. Good morning. My name is
Hi.
Marcelo, as you've noticed by the subtitles, of course. I am 64. Tomorrow I'm gonna be 65. Thanks God for that. I own my businesses. I run three kinds of business here, different businesses, and I am in this kind of way of life since I was 17. I've worked as an employee also for twice only as a radio speaker and as a dubbing actor for more than 20 years, and always running my businesses together with my jobs. And I do a lot of things. I've been in 5 universities, and I am very thirst about knowledge. And I have two kids. They are adults already. They are 29 and 30. I am married. I live in Rio. In my free time, I hate to say that free time. In my free time, I read books. I watch YouTube videos. I learn languages. I speak Spanish. I am returning to French because I had French in my fundamental course in the 70s. It was French. And well, that's it. Let's go to the questions. It was so surprising to see this kind of myth experience.
Nice, nice. Good to know. It's always good to see you here, Marcelo, because I know that you are so clever and we have a lot of experience to share with us. So it's always a pleasure, okay, to see you here. Thank you.
Clever is your
No,
is what you think.
no. Thank you. And how about you, Rafa? Can you please?
Yeah, of course. So, hello everyone. My name is Rafael. I'm 22 years old. I grew up in São Paulo, but nowadays I'm living in Netherlands. Pretty soon I will move to Austria, Vienna, and
Wow.
it's a pleasure to be here with you to learn English, French. I'm a English and French host here on Talk and Talk too. And that's it. It's very interesting this subject. I was how so that how it was the last time when we discussed about Narcissus myth. Now about Cupid and Psyche. Very good. I really like this kind of how to say that subject. And thank you so much, Camila, for bringing this topic for
Oh.
us. Thank you.
Thank you, Raf. I always love when you are here because I remember the Narcissus. It was so nice, the conversation. So I hope we can have the same experience here again. Thank you, Rafa. Luis, your turn, my friend. Can you please?
Of course, let's go. My name is Luis. I have 31. I'm living in a small city called Martin Campos, and I've been working with technology. I like to ride a bike, play soccer. I hate to go to the gym, but I'm going. And
Another
I'm
one.
I speak a little bit of French too, and I'm here to try to come back to speak English. And that's it. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Luis, for coming. It's always I always love when I can see good people here in the immersion. No, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, Luis.
Thank you.
Iago, do you want to try to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Iago. I live in Massapê, Ceará.
Oh,
I'm a software developer with a specialization in quality assurance. I have over 8 years of experience. So in my free time, Marcelo, I like to run with my dog. Uh, I don't like so much uh, academy, but I need to practice because my news, I feel hurt in my news, so I need to practice uh, a training. But okay, I prefer to running with my dog. I have a pit bull, a little pit bull.
oh,
The name is Buddha, and I'm here for to improve my English because I want to get a foreign job. So I need to be more confident.
nice, nice, good. Thank you, Iago. I love it. I love the name of the dog, Buddha.
Buddha.
I love it. Nice name. So, guys, about me, my name is Camila. I am 41. I live in São Paulo, in the capital, and I've been here in Talk and Talk as a speaker since March 24. I discovered Talk and Talk through LinkedIn. I was there and then I was trying to find a place to practice, and then I discovered Talk and Talk. And I became my English host in June 24. So I am here for more than 1 year. I love this place. I guess if we can enjoy for real, create network, practice, maybe we can change our life's opportunity because you can have create a good network. You can maybe find a job. This is the idea. Most important of the English, I guess, because we are here practicing what comes plus it can be something really good. So I love to be here. And that's it. I don't know. I think Iago said that he loves running. Next weekend, I guess on Sunday, I will have the breast cancer running here in São Paulo. And I go there every year with my mom. So I will be there in the running, but it's almost, I guess, 3 or 4 kilometers. It's just a symbolic running. It's not for real. Let's move on, guys. Let's for the questions. Have you ever wondered where the expression Cupid comes from? Did its origin surprise you after learning about the myth? Have you heard about it before, Luis, or not? It was like I never thought about it before.
Well, this is the first time I've heard about that history,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very surprised, really. It's something really new. I had in my mind something like a baby, that Cupido could be a
Oh
baby, but
yeah.
I'm not sure. And now I know a little bit more about the history. And I would like to add that 3 or 4 kilometers for me is not something symbolical. For me, it could be a large run, but that's okay. I
Nice.
know that for a lot of
I
person, for professional,
Oh my
is
gosh. I will do my best. Nice. Thank you, Luis. I have the same idea as you. Cupido as a baby, angel baby, something like this, right? And
yes,
then I
yeah.
don't know, maybe because of this, the choice was not so accurate. I don't know, but I have this in mind. Maybe because we know pictures, we see pictures about it, babies, but it's
Yeah,
it's totally the
something like
opposite, I
this.
guess. In my opinion, the history it's a kind of dark, right?
Yes,
It's really
very
dark.
heavy
So
history.
yes, totally the opposite. So
But it's
nice.
important to know. It's something important
Yeah.
to get this knowledge.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, I love these Greek ideas, histories, these guys I love because it's impossible to imagine that someone was creating these that we use nowadays for so long. So I love this kind of knowledge, as Luis said. Thank you, Luis. And you, Rafa, have you heard about it, or have you ever wondered about this meaning or not? It was
No,
new.
it was new to me, but in fact, I remember that I don't know if we guys you watch it this cartoon this Hercules. I don't know how to pronounce in English, but
Oh.
many especially in the cartoon we had this each episode it was a little bit of how to say that a myth, and I remember especially this part of this work that Psych had to do, especially this one she goes to the I don't know. I forgot the name, but it was something about death, the goddess of death, and
Mm-hmm.
he had to take a boat and pay with how to say that a coin, and I remember this, but I didn't know that it was related to this myth between how to say that Cupid and Psyche. So it was very interesting. I really like it. And very good, because I didn't know, in fact, but and probably I've already seen in my life, especially when I was a
Mm-hmm.
kid, because we are surrounded by this house Greek myth. It's something that the especially the European culture they really like this because it's a kind of house that they their roots. No, they try to say, oh, our history started in Greece. After
Yeah.
it was Rome, after the Median Age, and now we are this house that house that so beautiful and powerful because of that. So, but it's I'm not saying just of course I'm criticizing a little bit, but it's very interesting. I'm not saying it just to say oh it doesn't work. It's amazing, you know. So very good.
Good example, Rafa, about the cartoon, because I remember that it was so good, guys, the cartoon. And I remember
Yeah.
that we had a lot of knowledge watching the cartoon,
A
right?
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
this 12 works of Hercules and but other
Yeah.
things too. They it was a how said a cartoon that we had many episodes, so they could how say that put in the episodes many different myths. So very good.
Mhm. Nice, good memory. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Rafa. And you, Marcelo, have you ever wondered about this or not? It was a surprise for you.
Well, I think everybody here they pass through the meets. It's like our basic
Mm-hmm.
classes among history. When they teach you in a wrong way, it what's going on even today. But they tells you a lot of mistakes, a lot of things that are wrong. But about the Greek myths, they are so dense. They are so dense in this way of being so spirituals, and you have to think about that. They are so a lot of characters, and it's so complex, and we don't know about that. And I should know because I've read some books about those myths, but I can remember only Cupid about when you look for a girlfriend and you ask for Cupid to send the the two. I don't know. I forgot the name of the flash. I forgot the name. Well, we have this kind of superficial knowledge about myths, and it's more than that. It's you have to be inside and have to understand, and it's not easy. We had in the past even a soap opera like
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Vera Fischer was Jocasta and his husband, his son or his son-in-law, I don't remember, was that became the husband. Her husband was Felipe, I don't know, a younger guy, younger than her, and that's a history that we bring to our reality, like Hercules, like a lot of cartoons, and well, and of course not. I didn't know the origin of the name Cupid, and I think it gave me a desire to go further in the mid histories, and I think because we
Oh, you are muted, Marcelo.
they
No.
saw all those histories, all those classic histories. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they are always updated. You can use all of them today, even 3,000 years or 5,000 years
Mm-hmm.
later than the origin. And I wonder the person who wrote that story.
Yeah.
That's what.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Marcel. I love it. And you, Iago, your turn. We are discussing about the question number 1, okay?
Okay, okay. This was a surprise for me
Mm-hmm.
because I never heard about the the expression Cupid,
Mm-hmm.
but this video I will watch another time
Mm-hmm.
was very interesting for me. But to be honest, uh, this video uh, have many vocabulary that
A
I
lot.
don't know.
Yeah.
So I need to watch another time. But this expression is very interesting for me.
Nice, nice. I think this is the idea here, guys, because we are having a conversation in English. That's okay, no big deal. But when it comes to feel that you want to learn more about the topic, as Marcelo said, he want to know more about it, and we want to go read more about this, build more vocabulary. This is the idea about the immersion, when you enjoy this
Yeah,
conversation, but you can build something later. I guess most of the time when I decide to bring a topic here is because we can think about it after the immersion. This is not 1 hour here. We can spend days thinking about this. So this is the idea when I decide something here. And it was a surprise for me, because I will be honest here. At the end of the video, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not a love story. This is the opposite about
yeah,
Cupid.
yeah, yeah, perfect.
Yes, and I
Yeah,
was like, oh my gosh. We use this like, this is a Cupid, you choose someone and then you feel in love. But in fact, this is like not a love story. It's the opposite, in my
yeah,
opinion,
yeah,
guys?
yeah. I will share with my girlfriend.
Oh, nice, nice. Share with her, because we use like a romantic stuff, right? Cupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Say to her, this is not the real. Say, Iago, I will continue with you, okay? Do you want to
Okay,
read the second question and answer?
okay. The second question. In
Yes.
your opinion, what does it mean that a mythological story shaped a word we use today to talk about love and attraction? Uh, Good question. I don't know, but sometimes I think that some people uh, said said about things that they don't know
Hmm.
some this history. So I think is this.
Good, good. No problem. Thank you, Iago. And you, Luis, how does it mean shaped that we use nowadays? What do you feel about the attraction in love? What do you feel about this?
Well, uh, I'm gonna answer more about, I'm trying to answer this with examples
Good.
and how we can see this on our society in this influence, this mythological influence in our society, for example. Because sometimes a person who asks for a cupido, oh, a love, something like this. É, flash meu coração, não sei, né? Enfim, there is a common thinking about it. Cupido and
Mm-hmm.
something like this. I'm gonna search more about this history. I'm very curious right now, and it's important, really, not just this mythological history, but how others can influence our society, and you can compare this with other mythological histories
Yes,
from, I don't know, from other groups, from de outros povos, assim.
good, good point. And I know that we used to say that expression like something you can choose someone to love you when you threw the arrow to this person. But I guess in the history it was a sad story. This was not a
Yes,
happy ending, you know.
exactly.
So maybe this can be something related to love and attraction that we cannot force it. It must be natural, you know. Maybe I try going for this side, you know, like if you force something, this cannot be a happy ending. Then maybe it can be suffering or other things. This is what I got here, okay, guys? Thank you, Luis. And you, Rafa, what do you feel about this? In the question number 2.
Yeah, I think that it's a complex and very interesting question because the first thought that I had here it was to think that how the we need as human beings histories to believe, histories to how say it, understand the world. Not just I'm not saying that it's not true or true. To me, it's not the most interesting thing here. It's just that we are not so rational or we to learn things we need this kind of histories. For example, I'm not a Christian, but I remember, for example, Jesus to explain things for people used to
Yeah.
how say that how
Parables,
say that
parables, I guess, you know?
say parabolas and how say that histories to explain a part of the life and this Cupid history with psych sorry it's the same thing we can think about it. Oh, he had to she had to make how say that there's not jobs, it's how say that trabalhos, I don't know how to say it in English, labors I think in the good translation. And so it can explain to us that we have to work and we have to do things even to love someone or and other things. So, but the most powerful thing to me, it means that it shaped the way that we see this how say love even now. But it's different. So it's a kind of how say that a myth that we have to update all the time. Now, for example, we didn't know the roots of this myth because it was something that we nowadays Cupid it's another thing. It's a brand. It's something that they use to just say and to shape this romantic love that it was not the case at the past. Apparently, that's something that we. So it's very interesting to realize how we need to that we two things to summarize that we are not so rational, we need other things to understand, but it's not saying that oh it's irrational, but even that it's the way that we learn things. It's to creating and trying to understand about how so that new things using our imagination. So to me, it's very powerful. And just a third one that is how it's so important know and recreated our history. You know, because that's not
Wow.
something that's a fact. We know it depends. For example, now we have to recreate the Brazilian history. So saying that it was not oh Pedro Álvares Cabral that came and discovered Brazil. No, now we had other people here. We have also the indigenous people, traditional people. They have we have our own myths to believe that not so. It's so powerful and so that it's a kind of teach us how it's important to think about our past and to really know who we are as a nation, as an individual. So very, very powerful and interesting.
Good point to have. I remember, I don't know who was the guy, but he said like if you don't know your history, you don't know um, for which path you should go. For example, if you don't know your past, so you feel lost. because you don't have history, you don't have something to fight for. So sometimes we use this expression about Brazilians, right? Because we forgot everything so fast, and then we don't know for sure about our history, and maybe we are not so curious about it. So we are losing, we are lost sometimes in this path because we don't know about our past. So I think it's really important to know this, to make our memory alive about who we were and who we are and who we want to be in the future, right? So that's the point. Good. Love it. I love it, Rafa. Thank you. And you, Marcelo,
Well,
how do you feel?
what Rafael have said reminds me to to this kind of to make a comparison between the libraries of Athens libraries,
Oh,
libraries, and what we saw in Brazil when we changed the capital from Rio to Brasilia. Brasilia has no myths, has no statues. Brasilia is a frozen city. There isn't a statue. Only Juscelino Kubitschek. That's all. And we have our capital. Uh, don't tell us the history of Brazil. But
yeah.
when we go to the past, to the Athens libraries, I don't know how did they keep those papyrus stories, like all the myths. And they came to us through oral traditions, and well, it's here. It's here. Sometimes even more clear than Jesus, as Rafael mentioned. And for instance, we have a lot of other um, Greek myths that we use today, as the question says about Cupid. But we can tell about the Achilles heel. We say that we can say about the Pandora's box. We can tell about Narcissus. We can tell about Midas touch. We can talk about Trojan horse. We can talk about Odyssey, and we have names, even brands as Amazon, Nike. Well, a lot of names. I can forget the space program Apollo, our Atlas, well, Titans, and we have a lot of Greek myths names that we use today, and we don't know what's about. And that's why we should go in this Greek immersion. Let's let's initiate Greek here.
Every
Rafael,
immersion, right?
Rafael could be the host.
Yeah, yes, I love it. I love.
No, the host is it's Camila. That is the second
No,
time she
come on.
brought to us. It's perfect.
Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. I agree with you, guys. I sometimes we forgot about even the, let me see the name, Tesla. Guys, Tesla was amazing guy. And then nowadays we just remember the Elon Musk brand, like, oh, this is Tesla, right? No, this is most than the only a brand. This is a big story about it. So I guess we just forgot about the past. It's normal, I guess, right? So we don't need to lose our essential, and we need to keep our memory alive, I guess. This is my point, guys. But let's move on. Let's jump for the question number 6. Have you experienced a situation where love felt magical or mysterious, almost as if Cupid had intervened? Would you share that story? Guys, if you don't want, that's no problem, okay? But if you want to say something without compromise you, because we are live on YouTube, so take care, okay? Do you want to start, Marcelo?
Well, I can see Cupid is playing a role today. I don't think that young people, they are like in the past. I don't think so. They are so they are so free now. They have free um, relationships. They don't care about the other people. They are more. I think they are more selfish today. People, they are only thinking about themselves. They don't think. They don't care if about emotions, and I think we lose this kind of moment in I think all over the world. They people are so quick. They have to do in a faster way, and they don't have time to be romantic. If you have a relationship, no, it's there is nothing to do uh, with I don't know how to say that, but it's different. You uh, people nowadays, they are a little bit selfish, and they are always complaining about everything. They are not resilient about relationships. So I don't think Cupid is doing a good role in this world this moment.
I guess Cupid got fired, right, from this new generation. This is not a position available anymore. They frozen the position, Cupid. We don't have it, and we don't need anymore. We just fired the Cupid, I guess. But I agree with you, Marcelo. We don't need to. I guess everyone wants to be loved, but sometimes we fake that we don't, and then we try to fulfill an space with someone else, and then we are living like that, superficial relationships, maybe. So thank you, Marcelo. And you, Luis, what do you think about this? Do you have
Mm,
something to share with us about this, your personal experience?
No, I hadn't. This is the number six, all right?
6, right? Yeah.
Well, I think that love is something more that we can build. I think I'm in my mind, Cupido is more something more related to it's related to a feeling more passionate.
Hmm.
But love is something that we build each day, every day, day by day. I don't know exactly how
Yes.
can I say, but it's something that something like this.
Good.
It's
Good.
not something very big from one day to another. Oh, I found the perfect person. I
Yes.
I think
It's
that
not. It's like a superficial. Do you think like?
no, I
No.
don't know if superficial. Everyone could follow their
Mm-hmm.
feelings
Mm-hmm.
in their way, but for me, love is something more constante, assim, day by day,
Mm-hmm.
building. We we need to know we need to know the other person needs to know us. We need to share a lot of principios. We
Mm-hmm.
need to share something. We need to share the same ideas, not obviously not something 100%, but something like this.
Yes, and take a time, right, to be in this
Yes,
level,
yes,
to know the
exactly.
others in a better way. Take time. And nowadays we don't
Yes,
have time to waste with someone else. It's like this, right? We don't want to waste time with the other because we don't have patience nowadays, maybe.
and we need to acostumar. I forgot a
Mm-hmm.
lot of English words, but we need to support each other and be
Mm-hmm.
supported, something like this. Precisa acostumar com a estranheza do outro, assim, e vice-versa. É um negócio construído ali. I forgot the words, but
Yes, good point. I always said when I see someone like, I don't know, 30 years in a marriage and they got divorced. And then I say, oh my gosh, 30 years, guys, go to sleep, go for a run. Come on, 30 years. Come on, just, I don't know, take a beer, go outside, take a vacation. But 30 years, guys, it's a life, right? To share with someone. I don't think
yeah,
we don't
probably,
have this patience. Please go ahead, Rafa. Sorry.
probably Cupido took some vacation days
Yeah.
nowadays. We don't know, more than 100 years work.
Yes, yes. He just said, I don't want this anymore. Everyone loves me, but not always, right? Because we saw in the history this is not always a happy ending about Cupid. So, good point. Thank you, Luis. And you, Rafa, do you have something to
Yeah.
share with us or not?
Yeah, no, yeah. So
Yeah.
after I totally agree with Hassett with what Luis said. But before, just to answer the question, I think yes. Not to say that I felt something it was all magical or mysterious, but I can say that yes, I experienced in my life. So my first love and all also that other times when I really felt in love for my husband, my girlfriend. So it was very intense and important. And we don't know the reason, especially at the moment, why I'm feeling this. It's just, oh my gosh, I'm so interested
Yeah.
to this person. I want to be with her all the time. Not all the time, but no, I want to. I cannot wait the moment to see her again. So it happened to me, and the reasons, the rational reasons, I can how say that try to explain, and that's the most powerful thing because this word love, it's the to me it's the most powerful and difficult word to try to define how so that to try to do a definition at the word how so that poets writers scientists are trying to explain just what it is love and we don't know, you know. So it's very powerful, but we try to how say that do it. And just about what Luis said, I think love it's two things. The first one, it was how said that what we have nowadays, and I think I've never read this book, but I know that Bauman wrote about liquid love, and to define this postmodern society nowadays that we don't have more patient, we are so individualist. The people just how said that got divorced for nothing, and so it's hard to believe again in this love that it's very how say that for a life, as you said, 30 years of marriage, stuff like that. In this society, we have a problem. There are many good things, I think, related to how the people do not, how said, accept it to be, how said, that bad treatment, not anymore. Thank God we have divorce. It's a possibility in our society because a lot of people was just, how said, that living an entire life sad with someone that they don't love, and especially when they could not found respect. So, but in the other hand, nowadays we just use other people as not how say that as we use things. We don't see each other as
Yeah.
human beings. So that's a very important lesson that we could find from this myth. For example, Cupid has a psyche had to do many things. They had to be mature together, take risks, and accept the difference between how so that one it's a god, the other it's a mortal one. So a lot of things that we can reflect about it. And I really like the definition that Bell Hooks give in his book. I forgot it's something that I forgot the name, but everything about love. I don't know. I will share. I will search here, and I sent you that love. It's not in English. We use this word love to as a noun, and but she prefer use love as a verb. So that's not a
Wow.
noun. It's a verb. It's to take care of each other. To really do a lot of things as Hausat Luis said, that shows that this is love. The rest we can try to see that oh, it's a passion. It's a we have a lot of words to define this feeling that I felt in the past. For example, that oh my gosh, I want to be with this person, but it was not love yet. Because love take time, take patience, take how said that oh I want to be with how said take efforts and the reciprocal effort. So that's it. Very interesting and it's so hard, but it's so necessary to talk about love.
Nice. Rafa,
Rafael,
thank you.
today we use love as an adjective.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. Oh,
Love
Rafa.
song, love history, love moment.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is true. Thank you, guys. And you, Yago, your turn. Do you want to share a personal experience about it?
Uh, No,
I prefer
I,
not.
yeah, yeah, but I believe that things happen as they should happen.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, but it's not so magical. But the things happen should happen. I believe this.
Yes. Yes, maybe we everything that we pass in life must to have a purpose, right? Even the bad things, I guess, happen to teach us something. So that's the idea, I guess, in my opinion, guys. And about the Cupid, maybe when you think that someone is for you, maybe you are right. You are not right about the situation. You are wrong. Sorry. You are not right about the situation. So sometimes you want someone else, like so crazy about this person, but in the other hand, this is not the real person for you, right?
Yes,
So this can be
yes,
something related to Cupid, I guess, in our life, because it's totally different, in my opinion. We don't need a Cupid to find love, maybe to find passion. That's my opinion, guys. I don't know if you agree,
yeah,
but
yeah.
love is totally different,
We
as Luis
are
said.
we are on the same page.
Yeah, yes, I agree. I totally agree. Nice. I love it, guys. Maybe we can have another immersion talking about love. But I think it's really good. Guys, I don't think we have more time for another question because I would like to hear everyone here. But I will share with you the survey link in the chat. Oh, thank you, Rafa, for the book. And if you want to give me your opinion about this immersion, feel free, okay? It's totally anonymous. No one can see your answer. And if you have an idea that topics that you want to discuss in the future, can be the Greek one. I promise I will do my best. But please give me ideas to topics to discuss in the future. And what else? You can say if you like it or not. Feel free. Be honest and open your heart. And that's it, guys. For me, it was a pleasure to be here. I was a little bit afraid about this immersion because we don't know, right, what we can happen in this about the Cupid, love, and etc. But it was a lot of knowledge in this Sunday morning to take this time with you. And thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you, Rafa, again. Thank you, Luis. Thank you,
Thank
Iago. I
you.
hope see you soon in another immersions. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Enjoy
Thank you,
your
guys.
Sunday.